August 5th, 2012, here we go again. Breaking story. Mass shooting in Wisconsin at a Sikh temple. At least 7 people are confirmed dead at this time. The police officer on scene was shot multiple times and is undergoing surgery. One gunman so far is down on the ground. I'm going to put the link to this article below in the Show More section. It's beginning to mirror the theater shooting, and now will Obama rush his treaty through to confiscate guns from the American people? I have a couple videos I'm going to play as well. A mass shooting took place in the Sikh temple of Wisconsin. The incident occurred on Sunday in Oak Creek. Police say that 7 people were killed, including a gunman. 4 of the dead were inside the temple while 3 were outside. According to police, an officer was shot multiple times by the gunman and is currently in surgery. This is an ongoing situation. Oak Creek Police Chief John Edwards said the temple shooting is being treated as a domestic type terrorist incident. There you go. There you go, to get that treaty rushed through to confiscate the guns from the American people. They are calling this a domestic type terrorist incident, and that the FBI is handling the criminal investigation. Let me take you to one video here and get you up to date. You heard it here first, folks. Let's take a listen.
I have limited information to give you. I hope you understand this is an ongoing and very fluid situation. There's information I cannot give you. I will tell you this, that we would plead with the media on scene to not broadcast any photos, video of tactical units, officer movement, and particularly no aerial footage of the event as it's ongoing. That could be very dangerous to our personnel as they go about executing their duties. What I can tell you is that approximately 10:25 a.m., Oak Creek Dispatch received an unintelligible 911 call from someone who is reporting an incident. They received further information that there may be a shooting going on at the Sikh temple here in Oak Creek. An officer arrived on scene. He engaged an active shooter. That officer was shot multiple times. He has been transported to a local hospital. He is expected to survive. That officer returned fire, and that shooter was put down. That shooter is currently outside of the temple. He is down on the scene. At this time, we don't know if there are additional shooters inside the temple. Our tactical officers from multiple jurisdictions are on the scene. We are going about a methodical process of identifying the individuals both inside and outside of the temple, and ensuring that the scene is safe and secure, and attending to victims as they go forward. Please understand that, as I said, the situation is very fluid. Tactical operations are ongoing at this moment, so I cannot share any other information from you. I do not have a victim count. I do not have a suspect count. I can tell you that one officer was shot multiple times. He's at a local hospital and expected to survive. I can tell you that one suspect was shot and he is down on the scene. We do not know if there are other suspects present. Therefore, again, we would ask the media to not broadcast any images of officer or vehicle movements on the scene, particularly aerial shots.
Alright, let me take you to one more video. They have tactical units on the scene, which is SWAT units. There may be more gunmen inside. They're unsure right now. These are just some of the pictures from this shooting. You can see the SWAT teams on site. There you have a gunman here. And you have a SWAT team up on the rooftops. Let's go to one more video. Let me find it. Let me scroll back up. There we go.
And they don't know how many, and they just cannot, so
Did they pass along at all the gunfire? Was it over a prolonged period of time, or did this all happen very quickly?
Very quick, very quick. And after that, like after 11:30 or something, you know, we never heard anything, you know. So we are like away from here. So.
And as you've been here outside with us, well, we'd ask you not to say the names on TV. Have you and other friends been able to come up with some sort of working list or knowledge of who is inside?
It's chaos right now. There's nothing, you know, nobody knows what to do.
But do you know of, do you have relatives in there or friends right now?
Friends and, yeah, extended family, yes.
And have you been able to get confirmation on how they're doing?
No.
The people you know?
No. Right now, nothing happened, like, in the last 45 minutes.
I can't imagine how terrifying that must be. What are you going through as you're trying to figure out?
You can see everybody is right now just, you know, in shock, and everybody is just praying, you know, we can all pray right now.
Is that what you would ask people watching now?
Please pray for the people inside. You know, they're small kids, they have done nothing, they're not harmful people, they're just came here to pray.
When you say small children, can you give me an estimation of about what age they would be?
About 4 years to about like 12, teenagers.
Yeah. So they're at this point could be children as young as 4 years old inside this temple.
Yes. My kids are like 5, but we were late today. You know, we were like we were just like 10 minutes, 15 minutes late. You know, otherwise my kids will be there in there too.
You were 15 minutes late, and if you had been on time, you would have been inside at this time.
Yes.
Is this a situation where it's just so overwhelming right now that it's difficult to fathom just how terrible this is? Are you still in shock right now?
Yes, terrible shock. This we cannot even imagine anything like just a little bit can happen like that. You know.
Imagine the horror of being in that situation, not knowing the status of your relatives who may still be inside.
Your heart breaks for all of the people, all the kids, all of the families involved, extended family. We do know that there's been an outpouring of support from our community and from people all over the nation as well as all over the world, and we will probably be bringing you those reports. Well, not probably, we will be bringing you those reports in the coming days.
As bad as this was, and you've got 7 people dead and 3 wounded, honestly, it could have been much worse. We heard him describe the fact that there would have been a much larger gathering a bit later in the morning, and who knows where and when it might have ended had not the Oak Creek officers arrived on the scene promptly.
Yeah, they're true heroes, as well as that Mr. Malik's father, who actually went and confronted and stopped the gunman, a civilian doing that. So this is not something you expect to find on a beautiful Sunday morning and afternoon and evening in Wisconsin, but unfortunately a sad sign of our time.
Oak Creek's Chief Edwards provided a great deal of information about what they knew with certainty. There were certain areas, including the investigation, that he did not feel it was appropriate to address. But of course, the big question is, who did this and why did they do that? The chief said that there would be an additional briefing at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, although it is not unusual in these circumstances for additional pieces of information to come out during the course of the evening. Perhaps we'll get updates as the night wears on.
And also a lot of it.
And I will update you as well with any information that I receive regarding
I know if there's any more information, any more weapons,
this mass shooting
because that is
in Wisconsin.
Obviously a point of interest. We can't talk to the suspect anymore now that we know he is deceased. But the good news is that police do believe he acted alone at this point. Now we don't know if maybe someone else had helped him, but at this point, police believe he acted alone.
It's sure sounding very, very similar, mirroring the theater shooting. It's believed he acted alone. There may have been another shooter. We don't know anything about the shooter right now. I will update you with more information as I get it. I'll put the link in the Show More section. Leave me comments.